Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chris, and here we talk about business, candle making, and how to boss up. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about my launch and how it went. I know some of you have been asking, so I'm gonna let y'all know. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so I'm just so excited to come to y'all today because I'm just so thankful. Like, I just was not expecting everything that happened, and it was a great birthday and it was a great launch. And yeah, I just want to let y'all know how it went. Some things that I wish I would have done, you know what I'm saying? Some things that I wish I would have done, some things that I just wasn't prepared for. And yeah, so first things first, my launch was pretty smooth. You know, I launched on Shopify. I made a Shopify website. I did all of my product photos myself. I did my website myself. And yeah, I did everything myself, the life of a business owner. But I will say that everything went smoothly. It went super smooth. I'm super grateful for that. But also, it was my birthday, so like, there wasn't no exceptions for anything else. So to rewind, for those of y'all that don't know me, I'm Chris, and I decided to start a candle company. I decided to start a candle company last April. So April 2019, I had an idea, started to move on that idea, quit that idea because I was like, why me? Then I came back to my senses and was like, why not me? Because we busted up in 2020, and I decided that I wanted to start my own candle company, and I moved forward with that. Why? Because why not? That's been my motto this year. Why not? Do what you want. You only got one life. Live it to the fullest. And yeah, so that led me up to preparing for this launch, right? Ordering supplies, learning how to make candles. It was a long process. One, I had to learn how to make candles from scratch, learn all of the wrong things to do in order for me to learn the right things to do, learn what I like, learn what to take in from my own research and know what to leave out from my research. And that alone was such a process. And I think till this day, I'm still learning, and I'm open to feedback, and I'm open to messing up for the sake of me finding what's right. And I'm just not afraid of fear anymore. And I think for me, that was such a big accomplishment, because I feel like fear held me back. Fear held the best of us back, you know? I'm sure at some point some of the greats questioned who they were supposed to be, or questioned what they really wanted to do. Because, you know, it's not always normal to just chase after your dreams at all costs. And yeah, so all that to say, my launch went great. So I think I did a lot of preparing up to that day. I was so nervous, mostly because this was the first time in a long time that I really did something for myself solely and not based on the opinions of other people. And I think for me, that was the biggest step, and me being consistent in those steps was a huge deal for me, because oftentimes I would stop if I talked too much. I would talk myself out of an idea, because oftentimes it would feel like when I shared something with somebody, it was already done, and it wasn't. And so I had already got that validation. Like, people already showed me that excitement. And for the first time, I was like, yeah, I don't care what other people think. I'm just gonna do this for me. And it worked. And I think I'm the happiest that I've been. And I think that all of the things that I thought I knew I didn't know, and all of the things that I needed to go through, I've gone through this candle making process. It's definitely been a parallel between my life and candle making and starting this business. There have been so many parallels, and through candle making, I've learned so much about myself, period. So I want to say my launch was a success, for those asking. And why it was a success is because I did it for myself. Like, even if no one bought a candle, I think I would have been proud of myself for taking that leap of faith and continuing to do something and seeing it through, because oftentimes I would not complete things. I just got into the habit of starting and never finishing, and I got to the finish line this time. So I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that. But you know, we still want to sell these candles, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying all that. But in the grand scheme of things, this was so much bigger than the candles, and this was me holding a mirror up to myself to show myself what I'm capable of doing. So on some itemized things on why I feel like it was a success outside of just, you know, conquering my own fear and getting past myself, even though that's like that's one of the biggest things, you know, taking a leap of faith and betting on myself. You know, another reason why it was great is because it was my birthday. It was the birth of a new thing in my life and a new chapter in my life, but also it was a new year for me. And yeah, I was super nervous, mostly because, I don't know, I just wasn't expecting to be nervous. I was just expecting to like make my website live and that'd be that. But I was just overwhelmed by the amount of support, like, and I just want to thank y'all who supported me also. I was just shook. I was shook. Like, honestly, I was not expecting to sell out. It wasn't up until maybe like a week before my launch where I was like, I don't know, I might sell out. Like, because I had just been talking about it to people and they were just super excited for me. Like, it was just, it wasn't, maybe not even a week, maybe a couple of days. I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to sell out. And it happened. And I don't know, like, I'm laughing because I really did not expect it. I kind of just started this thing on just like a nudge. I felt like I should do this and I did it. And yeah, but it was I'm just so grateful, so thankful, so appreciative. And yeah, so I'm just gonna walk you through, like, so I launched my website on Shopify. That was pretty quick. Learning Shopify was something that scared me a little bit because I had never, like, I made a website on Twix a long time ago, but I also, Shopify, it just felt more professional to me, and I was so nervous. One, taking my own product photos. Two, doing a website myself. Like, I was kind of stressed because I was like, what if this is ugly? And I am a perfectionist. If it's ugly to me, like, I just won't. Like, it has to be up to my standards, and my standards are kind of high. Like, it's just like, if this wasn't me, would I, if I wasn't myself, would I be attracted to this? What is attracting people to this? And is this something that people would want to look at outside of myself? And not even based on the opinions, but just as a, like, you know, websites are stories. Like, you can tell a story with a website based on the photos that you use, based on the colors that you use. It tells something about your business, because if that is the first thing that people see, that is their first impression of your business outside of who you are. And I just wanted to make sure that my website stood alone for myself with the resources that I had. Like, I gave myself a lot of grace because I definitely wasn't about to hire nobody. And I used what I had. Like, some of the photos on my website were taken from my phone. Some of them were taken on my camera. Some of them were edited. Some of them weren't edited. And and you know, I used what I could use based on what I had. And I just didn't care what people think because ain't nobody paying my bills. Okay? Ain't nobody paying my bills. And this was for me. Like, this was for me. This was for nobody else. I didn't start a business to prove nobody wrong. I didn't start a business to prove nothing to nobody. I, like, really started this business because I wanted to do this, and I followed through with it, and that was the success for me. And I'm gonna continue making these candles because I have greatly grown to really love making candles and experimenting and trying new things and learning about candle making myself. And yeah, like, outside of preparing for my website to launch, taking the product photos, y'all saw me take some of the product photos, but also questioning if this was something that I could do, because I'm greatly known to take on more things than I'm capable of doing and to have time to do. And I think ultimately it all came together greatly. I was proud of the products that I put out. I was proud of the website that I created myself, and I'm just proud of my own ability and showing myself and proving that to myself that I can complete something and I can do something when I set my mind to it. Yeah, like I think that's it. Like up to the day, like yeah, it was just kind of chill. Like I launched on my birthday, so you know I got a little turn, but it was pretty chill. Like I just wasn't stressed. It was like I had worked all this time up to this point and it was just no looking back. Honestly, I had posted something on my social media like I think like a couple days before the launch, and like I'm a pretty private person. I don't like to show my moves to people. You know, I'm pretty private, you know, real G's moving silence like lasagna. But I just really don't like to, I'm just very private for the most part. And yeah, I do a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know I do. So I was like, people can be like, Krys making candles. And I think when I posted that video and saw the response from people, I was like, oh my God, I can't turn back. Because there was like a slight moment where I was like, I'm gonna just push the launch back. Ain't nobody really checking for it. And then I just happened to post that video and I was like, oh, people are waiting. Like people want to support. Like, and I think I was not expecting that, and that made me really nervous, because like I said, I really don't show a lot of what I do on my social media and just in my life. Like I'm just really private. I'll post these good selfies, you know, you're gonna get this face, but when it comes to like what I'm working on, what I'm doing and what I'm pursuing, I just, you know, let the results speak. I've just been a let the results speak type of person. But recently I'm like, I want to show more of that. So when I posted that video and I saw the response, I was just excited, nervous, anxious. And I think that carried on to launch day, because I was like, wow, like I announced this and this is like something that I don't share, and I shared. So now like I just gotta make sure I'm on my tip top. And yeah, but overall, I just came here to say thank y'all for all of the love, all of the support that y'all show me. It really does mean a lot, and it carries me a long way when I go into questioning myself, wondering if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and if it holds any value. And I just want to say thank you so much, y'all, for y'all support. And I'm excited. I'm so excited, and I'm gonna be showing y'all some of the things that I use, some of the things that I'm using, and I will see y'all next time. Okay, bye.
You told me I could trust you, don't die. I could really use it. Everybody need love, even niggas like me. You told me I could trust.